On now. Just waiting the loading to go. So I'm gonna press go live,
Go live. Yes.
and we should be on. Welcome to United Kopitiam. So today, welcome to the Monday show. So today we are gonna talk about who should Manchester United buy in this transfer season, because well, let's face it, Ed Woodward is a very stingy person. Let's not put any other
Stingy.
words. Yeah,
The
yeah, it's
true
very
business.
stingy. So let's say if he only gives us 200 billion pound to use, so that's not gonna be enough for rebuild. But then again, we have to make use of the money that we have, the money that he's gonna give. He's not a very nice person, is he? So then, yeah, who should Man United buy? The 200 million challenge. If we only have 200 million, who
Mhm.
should we buy? So let's go through a bit update first. Daniel James seems to be very very close to Manchester United, to switching to Manchester United. So that's a 50 millions. Very close.
Is it
Um,
15?
15 million pounds plus some add-ons, but it's just waiting for announcement. That apparently that's what I've got. That's what I heard. It's just waiting for announcement. Daniel James, um, we should be getting Daniel James very very soon. So another one that well, through the reports, we have one Bisaka, we have Bruno Fernandes being linked, but for the past few days, been very quiet. But I don't think all this will be will be done in the near future, or at least in May, because their season is not has not ended yet.
Yes.
So the season has not ended yet, so definitely
The,
that we cannot
the league
be
knows. Yeah.
announcing anyone.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely Bruno Fernandes is within our scope, within our sight. So Koulibaly also have gained traction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the yesterday news is Joao Felix. Manchester United have started talking to Benfica about Sporting Benfica about Joao Felix.
But,
So,
yeah.
but
I
it's
believe.
100 million. So again, we only have 200 million.
Yeah.
I mean, according to the report, actually,
Goodbye. Mm-hmm.
Edward's gonna give 250 millions, and that's before. Hopefully, it's before all the sales of the players. So,
Mm-hmm.
we have to see what happened over there. So let's get to the list. So
Has
it's
the
200
list.
million. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. I'm gonna review mine first. Okay, just close these pictures and let's go to players. And that's my list. Bruno Fernandes, definitely 60 million. Ruben Neves,
Yeah.
40 million. I don't know actually Ruben Neves is gonna get 40 million. Koulibaly 80 million, 20 million for Munir. Now, um, let's talk about my list first. So Koulibaly, 80 million.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I because I think Koulibaly is definitely what we need. He's a bit older, but that means experience. He's definitely a leader. That's why I think Manchester United lack. Ashley Young is not a captain. He
Mm-hmm.
cannot lead at all. You know, if he goes to war with Ashley Young, we're gonna lose. Big time. So he's definitely not a leader. He can't inspire anyone to do anything. So that's why we have the last 10 games which we are crap. So Koulibaly is a real leader. He's 27 years old, going to 28. Definitely he'll be a rock, and he's the experience that we need. A bit old, yeah. 28 million for 18 million. That's a lot of money. But if we can have him for 4 to 5 seasons leading us before we build our own leader, I think that's very very important. So that's why Koulibaly is in my side. We have to make the purchase. I mean, the league, yes, he's also leader. I don't think we can get him. It's also going to be very expensive. Ruben Diaz, all these players are strong defenders, but they're not the leader that Koulibaly is. So definitely, if we can get a leader in a la Roy Keane, so 80 million is gonna be definitely very, very important. So Munir 20 million, because why? He's cheap. And there's one thing that I think a lot of people may not know. He's a United fan. So
Munir.
getting
Come
yeah, yeah,
Munir.
yeah. Thomas Munir is a United fan. If he comes in, he's gonna play for the batch. Full stop. So 20 million, that's a steal. He's not as good as Pisaka, probably on the
Mm-hmm.
defense, but definitely it's a very very good crosser.
But,
Which is why you see if you look at my list, there's no attacker at all, because I think we should not get anyone in, or if we get no not so good players in to replace the Sanchez Lukaku that might go. I don't think it's good enough, because these are wasting space. Our youngsters are very good. Greenwood, Chong, Gomez, all these are good talents, and we should be putting them in the first team next season. They need a very very strong midfield to support them, so that's why I have two midfielder in the center, that's Bruno Fernandes at 60 million. Definitely, that's we have been since the window has not even opened. We have been linked to him 60 million. And Ruben Neves, the thing is Ruben Neves, there's not a lot of news linking us to him. We have been linked more to Yuri Tillman, but he'll be a very very good deep lying playmaker. So with Bruno Fernandes, Ruben Neves, Bruno Fernandes playing the box to box, and Pogba playing the attacking midfield, I think this midfield is very very strong. They can actually support our attacker, Mason Greenwood, Rashford, Martial, and we can bring Chong in, Gomez in. So that's why for 200 million, I don't think we should be focusing on our attack. And if even Daniel James comes in, it's only a 50 millions. He is touted to be pushing Martial. So I think if Daniel James come in, we have six players which are going to be for next season. I don't even I don't think we rate Lingard anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, with a good defense, with a good midfield, we can actually bring the attacker to life. So what do you think of my list? Bruno Fernandes, Ruben Neves, Koulibaly, and Munir. Should we show your
Yes.
list first?
But okay, yeah, no
Okay,
problem.
so let's go to your list and let's do a comparison. Um, there you go. So Miss
Okay,
list. Okay.
mm, if it's according to my list, I left out Koulibaly. The first thing that I disagree with you.
Mm-hmm.
First thing first, 80 million pound, or maybe 100. It can go up to 100 for a defender, because he just won the defensive. I think he just won the defender of the year for Serie A, Koulibaly,
Yeah, yeah.
alongside Ronaldo. Yeah, as usual. Ronaldo as attacking for the Serie A. So yeah. The thing is, for 80 million for a 27-year-old, I know you've been talking about getting a leader in the defense, but for me, instead of doing that, because we have a couple of defenders that can be uh, absorbed and adopted. I think Lindelof has grown for the past two seasons, and he can become the leader. The thing is, we can groom. Actually, we can still groom the homegrown defenders to be good at it. Yes, for me, in terms of getting it the right way, we need to get a domestic player. Hence, the reason why I put Harry Maguire there, because we have been trying to get Harry Maguire for the past two seasons, and then
Hmm.
um, but we didn't. Leicester is trying to play hardball, but now I think the reports are going around that Brendan Rodgers is looking for a possible replacement for Harry Maguire, as he's imminent to be going to, yeah, Manchester
Somewhere.
United. Yeah, somewhere lah, but hopefully it's going to be Manchester United. And then why I didn't put yeah, that's the first reason, because I don't see Koulibaly is worth paying 80 million at his age. I know for a defender, they tend to grow. They tend to mature uh
The peak later,
slightly
they have a
slow,
longer shelf
slower. They have
life.
longer playing span compared to attackers. But yeah, I see Harry Maguire as maybe half the price, maybe, but slightly younger. So yeah, that's why I put. And then I I put Daniel James there, because number one, it's because
Almost confirmed.
yeah, it is almost confirmed. Number two, like you said, the attackers, yes, both the attackers, the potential that we have in our attackers, they are young. Then what these young attackers need are competition. So for me, coming from a championship side, he has something to prove. If he comes into the side and try to push the likes of so-called established attackers like Martial, Rashford, and so on, so it will it will get the best out of them. So for me, Daniel James can bring a breath of fresh air for the attacking, in terms of the attacking. And then for Wan Bissaka, I've seen his I've seen his highlights, and then this season he has been good attacking wise. He's been attacking wise, yes, and then he's in the under 21 England side. So going forward, he will be a good buy. And then I do agree with you on Bruno Fernandes. Even if, let's say, even if we lose Pogba, let's say, even if we lose Pogba to
Mm,
Real Madrid,
mm.
he will be a good addition to the squad because he can be attacking and at the same time he is good defensively. He can pair up with the fellow Portuguese speaking midfielder that we have currently, which is Fred. So I can see the link there. Lah. So yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that I do agree with you is Koulibaly and also Munier. But I didn't know that Munier growing up is a Man United fan. So if
Okay,
let's
yeah,
say I don't,
yeah.
then maybe I just put him in the list as
But
well.
then
So
again, Wan Bissaka is not very good at attacking as compared to Munir. But again, Munir, you see, the reason why I have Munir instead of Wan
yeah,
Bissaka, I definitely,
they I think 5 to 6 years difference in age, right?
yeah, yeah. So it's
Munier,
actually 27 to 28 or so, Munir. But because we have the lot, that's why I have my conservation about Wan Bissaka because I do not want the lots
place to be
development
uh,
place to be stopped by Wan Bissaka because I mean yeah I'm gonna say that whichever better hope the batsman win but then again Ole himself said that he sees very very good things about he says very good thing
Dalot.
about the lot so hope that we can actually develop him into our right back for the next 10 years so Munir will come in to coach him so again is this is a balance between young players and also a good older experienced players, not the one that's chasing for money.
Mm.
Koulibaly may be expensive, 80 million, but that's Napoli. But I think he's a leader and he will bring that sort of zest. Harry Maguire may not. He doesn't seem as much as a leader as compared to Koulibaly, but he can. So I mean, if we can make Lindelof the leader, for Manchester United, it may be okay because we definitely need a leader. Last season, we do not have any strength going forward because we don't have a leader, and that's the problem. So that's why I see Koulibaly being that leader. Maguire, I don't think he can come in and become a leader, but Lindelof can do a job. Maybe not as good as Koulibaly because there's a game where Koulibaly just grab. If someone's out of position, just grab someone and then just push him. You just grab it and push him. So that's how you motivate people. We need a Roy Keane in the team. We need a grafter. That's what we need. So and I think Fred, McTominay, who else? Pereira. They are not at the moment um the players that can bring us up to glory. So that's why I say we have to show up our midfield. If no one is leaving, Bruno Fernandes and Ruben Neves is going to be a better choice than McTominay and Fred or Pereira. And I'm not even going to talk about Mate. She shouldn't be here anymore. So that's why one midfielder to me is definitely not enough. We have the sharp defense, we have the sharp midfield attacker because we have so many youngsters coming up. They are going to play. They are able to play an important part next season. So I mean I agree. Bruno Fernandes, Daniel James, Harry Maguire, Wan Bissaka is going to be a very very good team also. Just that we have to. To me we have to really balance out leadership number one, and we have to make sure that our midfield has good enough players. We have a lot of players in midfield, but we do not have a good enough players that can march us to
Compete.
the title. Not even McTominay. I mean, people has been talking about McTominay. So, do you believe in McTominay?
For me, yes, I
Yeah, yeah.
do.
To the extent, I don't think he's a title. I mean, he has all the effort, but he does not look as good on the skill base, on the talent base. I mean, people, throughout the weekend, people has been not people has been talking about, but we have been linked with Sean Longstaff, and I've watched Sean Longstaff, and I think he's even better than McTominay, slightly better because he can do all the long passes.
Yes, well,
Yeah,
versus and at the same time he has pace. Yeah, so
yeah,
he's
and
better pace.
he has better pace. So McTominay doesn't have the pace. All he has are effort. So that's why I don't see him. I see him slowing down in midfield. So Ruben Neves have very very good long passes. Fernandez very good long passes also, but he's more box boss. He can run up and down. So yeah, that's why I believe we have to take control of the midfield. And even if it's not Ruben Neves, we have a lot of choice. Yuri Tilleman, Ndidi for Leicester. I like Ndidi also. That's because I use him in Football Manager.
Yeah,
So
the manager.
it's Football Manager. Excuse me. But definitely, I like Ndidi also. So no, there's also another link, Everton Gueye.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very good midfield, but again, he's also 29. He's the same as Herrera. I rather younger player coming in. Not sure whether Nguye is a leader, but we have one leader if we bring Koulibaly. So that's my list. I'm pretty happy with the list. But anything can happen because we have not been linked with Ruben Neves, but we have been linked with 1001 players
Yeah, that's
over
the
the
reason
1 week.
I pick Ruben Neves because I've
Yeah,
seen Neves is quite inconsistent compared to
we
whenever
might
I
even
watch
Watford.
because
We might even
oh,
end up with Longstaff. So it's not the worst thing.
Leicester is
I
tough.
don't know. Yeah. So I don't know about Longstaff. Really, this is a young, exciting. Again, he's 21 years old. He's a young, exciting player. Might be better than McTominay. So if he does come, I hope he can actually prove me wrong because I did say that he's a joke at the moment to be linked to Manchester United. But who knows? Maybe Ole really sees some things in him. Maybe our scout really do see some things in him. So I can only hope for the best. So yeah, that's all. That's our 200 million challenge. So I'm going for Bruno Fernandes 60, Ruben Neves 40, Koulibaly definitely leader. I like him. 80 million and Munia 20 million because it's cheap and it's a Manchester United fan and he doesn't stop the development of the lot. So for me, just summary of your list.
For me,
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
see Harry Maguire as a because for me I prioritize homegrown and those who have been competing in domestically. So that's why I choose Wan Bissaka, Daniel James, and also Harry Maguire, with the exclusion of Bruno Fernandes because Bruno Fernandes coming from Sporting, we have been buying good talents from Sporting Lisbon. So that's why I totally agree on Woodward chasing him.
You remember
Make
what?
sure it's
Yeah.
a done deal before
Make
the
sure it's
start
a
of the
done
season.
deal. Yes, yes. Make sure it's done deal when
Then,
Portuguese league season is over. Make sure he comes. So yeah,
yeah,
actually, Daniel James, Harry
then
Maguire,
move
Wan
on.
Bissaka, they're all English players. So the thing is, Manchester United has been being being criticized for prioritizing English players, especially you see Rashford. I mean, people are talking more about Martial, getting rid of Pogba, but Rashford doesn't get a stake. So Jones, Smalling doesn't get enough stake. Young is still playing. Shaw, that's whole four back line. Only Shaw is the only good English player, and he's not in the English team. So, but anyway, yeah, I do not know what to say
Jones
about
and Smalling
the.
has passed, so
Sorry.
that's why. But Jones and Smalling has passed their due, so
Yeah, yeah,
they have
yeah.
been playing. They've been playing
They have not
quite
been
well. Yeah, they have been playing
anywhere
quite well
near
for the
the
past.
limit anyway. Anywhere near good enough for us throughout their years.
Yeah.
So yeah. Uh,
Last time we had Ferdinand, right? So yeah,
yeah.
they are
Ferdinand
pairing.
Vidic. So we have been criticized for prioritizing English players. So yeah, and then you have Daniel James, Harry Maguire, Wan-Bissaka. I mean, to me, that's a very good list. Don't get me wrong. I really like Harry Maguire. Just that I think Koulibaly is a better leader. Wan Bissaka, young.
One
If
Misaka, he can play on the left as well, but it depends.
So
It depends
so
on
is
how.
the lot. So is the lot. So I don't know. I don't feel like playing players out of their position. But if one Bissaka and you see Tottenham has been playing with two fullbacks. Whether it's right
Mm,
fullback, whether it's left fullback, they always have two fullback. So if they can share
uh,
the load and then they can do their own job, I don't see why Bissaka and
because
the lot cannot be playing.
we are going to compete in Europa League as well. So
Yeah, and then you can push the
definitely,
lot up,
we
push
need
the
a
lot
good
up.
backup. Whether it's a backup or not, we still need good players to back
And yeah, Delort has very
the
very good
team.
very very good crosses, and Wamsika may not have good crosses. He's more a defender rather than attacking, but he. So
Like
I see
we need
them
good.
being good, complementing each other. They can play on the same wing also. That's our problem, our right wing. So again, we don't need a lot of attacking
We do
because
have
we have the lot.
Malaysia. Mm.
Yeah, yeah. So you can bet the lot anywhere. Yeah, that's good. Of course, I hope we do not only have 200 million. If Pogba go, Bruno Fernandes alone is not enough. We need someone like Ndidi, Ndombele. Okay. At Atletico Madrid, Thomas Partey is only 43.5 million. So if you don't get Ruben Neves, you can get Partey and Didi, all about 40 millions. I think these are
Indeed.
very very good player. Only if they want to come, Thomas Partey. I think Thomas
It's
Partey is also a Man United fan.
uh,
Atletico Madrid, box to box. all these players, I can tell you, they are better than Matic, they are better than McTominay, and from the looks of it, they are better than Fred at the moment, unless Fred can play himself into form. So, anything
For me,
else you want to add?
Fred,
Yep.
for me, I think Fred needs playing time. That's it. Yeah, he
Yeah,
needs
play
playing.
him the form. Play him the form. I really do not know what's gonna happen next season with Fred. So really, I hope that we can actually play him the form. So this is a 200 million challenge. This is our Monday show, and hopefully on
Opening
Friday
tonight.
or Saturday, before the weekend. So we are going to go out with the money. We don't care how much money we're gonna have. We're gonna have free for all, and we're gonna tell you who do we want most with if there's no transfer restriction at all. So any last word?
Um, yeah, that's it. I'm still
Yeah,
waiting for the confirmation on Daniel James. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Daniel
see how
James,
it goes.
Bruno Fernandes. This must be confirmed, and also some right back, right? Okay, so let's hope good news in
Defenders.
this week to come. It's been quite slow news throughout the weekend. Not much has been happening, so we hope this week we have more and more news coming in. Real news, not fake news. And I don't see Bruno Fernandes being announced before the end of the May, or probably early in May. But
Or
hopefully they all come in early and they have a very, very good preseason. So if you're new, please like and subscribe. If you want to join the discussion, please like and subscribe. And see you later.
uh,
Bye.